I am, well, first off, I'm in San Diego right now with my family, and we just got back from the zoo, and unfortunately, I have to stop what I'm doing, with our little mini vacation to come and address things and speak. What I am about to do right now is not for the people in my community. You guys already know how things are and how things go. This is just for others who might not be, a supporter of me, or not, really in my community, or just come just to watch because you're a hater. Like, this is really for those people. Like, I'm not speaking to the people, obviously, who've been here since day one and know who I am. So my child's mother, Sloane's mother, she basically came to the internet once again to speak things and allege things and say things that are just not true. And this has been a repeated thing. You guys know that way in the past, we had like an online battle way in the past, and I have not spoken on her in years. And I made that a thing because it's like I have a whole new life, a whole new relationship. I'm past that. I don't want to even make it seem like there's that relation in any type of way, especially online. And I just don't want to do that anymore. And she's done this countless of times, and I've said nothing. I've said nothing. I haven't bashed her back. It's been extreme defamation, and it just is what it is, right? But yesterday, something was taken way too far and taken way too extreme, and it has got way too real to the point where I have to speak up. And unfortunately, I'm back here doing something that I don't want to do. I think that this is embarrassing. It's just like I'm just tired, and this is where we're at. And I just want to speak on what was said. This is not to bash anyone. This is just to give you guys the real, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how, first off, well, let's go to what was communicated or what was said from her end, right? Or what people got from what she had posted. Was basically, from what I understand, is it was keeping Solene on time that was supposed to be for her mom. So on her mom's custodial time, I was keeping her from her. Like, the time that was supposed to be hers, I did not let her go. That's what was said. So I quickly had to change my screensaver and stuff because my kids are my screensaver, and obviously Soul's face can't be on there. So this is my phone. Nothing can be, edited or anything like that. So this app right here, OFW, this is a app that is for the courts. It is a court-ordered app for parents who do not communicate well to communicate on. So if you guys chat GBT or Google this app, this is a app that cannot be changed, altered, edited in any way. Nothing can be deleted, right? So it has like a sent category. I want to make sure I don't take my phone off of the screen at all, just so that, anyways, it has a sent category. It has a inbox. You can see the things on there. Okay. So this is monitored by the courts. So this is like, you could use this for evidence. You could do whatever, but this is like a serious thing. So if you chat GBT, this is something that cannot be altered. Okay. So we are going to start, this whole incident started on March 19th. So I'm gonna go to the inbox here. Again, I really do not want to take the phone off this, so you guys just know that is legit as possible. So let's go down to March 19th. On March 19th, this is what was said. I'm gonna hold it there for a second so people can read it. I didn't know what the bottom said, but it was something else. That was said on the 19th. So I'll read it for the people, again, who maybe you can't read it. It says, hey, we'll need to switch weekends. Something came up on our end that requires us to be out of town. I'll have her this weekend, and you can have the following one. You can pick her up from the school Monday and keep her through your time, including next weekend. Thanks. So from this message, the weekend before the 19th, that's why she's saying we need to switch weekends. So now she is making where she has 2 weekends in a row, right? So this weekend of the 19th was supposed to be my weekend, and she's not asking, she's telling me, hey, we need to switch. Okay, this is Thursday before I'm supposed to pick her up, which is Friday. Just so you guys are clear with this, okay? Everyone good? So again, Thursday before I'm supposed to pick her up on my weekend that I have, this is what she says. Mind you, we have a 50-50 custody agreement where there is no set dates, but you have a 50-50 schedule. Okay? This is what she said. This is my response to this message. Remember the date, remember the time, all that. So I'm gonna come up here, go to sent. Now let's go to the word 19th when I responded. I say this. Hold it there so you guys can read it for a second, what I said. Sorry if I'm moving. I'm in an uncomfortable position right now. I know it's backwards, but you can like screenshot it and flip it around if you want. I'm gonna read it for you so if you don't know. This says, so this is what I said. Something came up that requires you to have Soul on the weekend that was intended for me. That doesn't make sense. Are you asking to switch weekends with me so you can take Celine out of town? Where are you trying to go? Okay. So mind you, the weekend's supposed to be mine. She says, hey, we need to switch weekends. Something came up. So something came up where you have to take my weekend from me, like last minute inconvenience. Just, you don't know what plans I had. Just take her. And mind you, this is a thing that happens. This is something that this is not the first time she's ever done this type of thing, but I just don't come to the internet and talk about it because again, I'm very much past this. It's something that you just have to deal with, right? So this is what I said. So after this, there was messages of me just trying to ask where she was going. Later I seen that she went to Texas with her family. So she took my weekend to take her to Texas. And if you're a follower of her mom, then you know that she took her to Texas with her on that weekend, right? The March 19th, which again was my weekend. That's why she asked to switch to that weekend, okay? Okay, so let's keep this going. So just so you guys know, after she had taken her to Texas and took my weekend from me, she came back 23rd, 24th, which was Monday, Tuesday. Those were my days. So I had Soul the 23rd and the 24th. I have a calendar right here, just so you guys can see. There's so much energy put in this. I have telephones around me. So 23rd and 24th, I had her, okay? Then she went back to her mom's 25th, 26th, and then I had her that weekend after that, which is 27th, 28th, and 29th, okay? So I'm gonna put this phone here again. I'm not moving this, just so it can stay in frame. I want you guys to get a visual real quick of what had happened. So this weekend, which was, okay. So if you look up here on this calendar, if you go to March 13th, okay, her mom had her on that weekend of the 13th, okay? She had her up here on the 13th. On the 19th is when she sent that message talking about, I'm gonna take her again on the next weekend, okay? So mind you, that was supposed to be mine. So it was 13 her, 19 me. Then it goes back to the 26th weekend or the 27th weekend, which would have been her. This is if we never switched. If we just kept on going and she didn't want to randomly take my weekend from me. As you see, it goes 13 her, 19 me, 27th her, and then this weekend was always going to be mine, no matter what had happened. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure you guys can wrap your heads around that, right? So this weekend that makes sense to you. But if she never randomly did that to me, again, it was not a question, it was just against my will, I would have always had her this weekend no matter what had happened, right? I just want that to be clear. So now let's fast forward to this Thursday, okay? So this Thursday, that day would be, what's the day? Hold on. What's the day? What day are we on right now? We're on April 4th. So on April 2nd. So let's go to April 2nd now. This is the third, so mind you, this is Thursday this week before the second weekend I was gonna have in a row, which would be this weekend, okay? Just want that to be clear. Again, sorry. Go back to the inbox here. Again, mind you, this app cannot be altered, deleted, nothing in any way. Chat, GBT, Google it. Just want you to be clear. Again, I know this is not for my community. This is just for others who are obviously going to watch this and see this. So let's go to the April 2nd. This is what she says on the Thursday before the weekend. That was supposed to be mine because we switched. Hold it for a second just so you guys can read it. Again, I know it's probably backwards, but if you can screenshot it and flip it, you can do what you want with it. I'm going to read it. You can drop her off this afternoon, evening in your area to my mom, or you can bring her back to me tomorrow at 8 a.m. Let me show you my response to that. Again, this is April 2nd at 5 o'clock. Let me show you my response on April 2nd. Okay, this is at 5:16 I've responded. Well, let me just show you. Again, this is no screenshot, this is no edit, this is no nothing. This is me actually going on there and showing you. Sorry, it's a little shaky. Okay. I say, hello, I am keeping her this image I attached if you do not recall. So since I'm keeping her, I plan accordingly for this weekend. I will be returning her to school Monday morning and you'll get her from there as regular schedule. I attached, as you can see, I just clicked on it. I want to make sure. I attached this image to it, which was when she said, hey, we're going to switch weekends. That's why I attached to it. Okay. That's what I had said on that Thursday. This Thursday that just happened. Okay. So again, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to leave this here because it's also, this is a shot just so you guys, if it can focus. So you guys can screenshot that if you like. This is what later on Thursday night, and you can see the date on it. She had sent. Oh shit. This is what she had sent to Sophia's phone. So I'm gonna read this for you guys don't know. So again, this is Thursday at 9:47 custodial time. I've made multiple attempts to resolve this directly and is being ignored. If my daughter is not released immediately, a police report will be filed documenting this incident, and charges will be pressed and pursued to the furthest extent of the law. Your name will be included as someone present, aware, and willing to participate in this situation. I have also been advised that any situation involving interference with a child's custody, health, and safety concerns require a report to CPS, which would include you, all other includes parties, all undocumented incidents, this and prior involving both children. So she randomly wants to bring in talking about sale, okay, for whatever reason, which would include you, all other involved parties, and all documented incidents, this and prior involving both children. I don't want to escalate this or involve you unnecessarily, which is why I'm giving you the opportunity to help resolve this now. Please have him bring my daughter immediately. Okay, so now I'm putting the phone down. Again, do your research on this app. I just want you to make sure you guys are all good on this app. Locking my, okay, that's not locking it. Locking my phone, okay? So, now, from that Thursday night, fast forward to the next morning. The next morning, we were getting ready to leave to San Diego in the morning. Okay, so I have the Escalade parked in the front. We are going back and forth, loading the car. We have other people coming with us, like one of Sophia's best friends. It's Saya's godmother. We're waiting for her to come. And what happened there, they were trying to escort her off the property. She wasn't going. We immediately called the police. So we immediately called the police, and basically what had transpired from that time is she stayed literally at our front door and was just banging on the front door and yelling and filming. And that basically, then security couldn't get her off because they can't physically touch her and anything like that, obviously. So he just waited on the sidewalk, made sure she didn't break anything. And that happened all the way until the police came. Okay, so she stayed literally in the front of my house, the front door, all the way until the police came. When the police first got there, they spoke to her first because she's already outside, obviously. And then they came in and spoke to us. When they came in and spoke to us, we had showed them immediately, I went straight to showing you guys exactly what I just showed you, right? This is what had happened. This is what's going on. And this is basically what had transpired. And I'm going to show some of the conversation that we had with the police now.
And you just committed possibly trespassing.
Yeah.
I was like, you're lucky that there's this little cloud of civil and custody agreement, and we're going to have to talk to a detective and see what they think. But if they want you arrested, you can be arrested. So I was like, so I need you to chill out right now. I was like, what do you want? And I was like, and this weekend, go. I was like, don't even think about this weekend. What would you want? And she was like, I guess just to see her on Monday. And I was like, well, I need you to never show up here again. Chill out. I was like, I'm going to advise them about a restraining order so you can get a restraint from just this house in general, just this house.
Oh, we can do it on a premises.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
done.
when you get a restraining order, you can get 100 yards from person or property. It says it right there, like person, property.
Yeah.
You could just get this property. That way, if she ever comes, automatic, she goes to jail, no questions asked. Doesn't matter what she does, she goes to jail. So that's why I'm trying to give you this second route of options. If you get the restraining order, especially after everything caught on, you got the security seeing everything, that restraining order you'll be able to get from your residence. Because you all, how many children are here at the house? Two, and then one between you guys, and then the one we're talking about. Easy. And then on that restrained person, she could be a restrained person. You unfortunately probably can't.
Yeah, I have to be involved.
So, but you can. So she can no longer ever have an altercation with her. Now, you could do the arrest and still do the restraining order. If she comes back tonight, suspect has been advised of trespass. So like, hey, she needs to be arrested. So if she comes back tonight, because we're off at 6.
Okay.
So.
They'll just give you like a form to sign so that you can press charges. She'll
Okay.
be booked for that.
Yeah. Okay. You just say, hey, she's already been advised.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Get the restraining order.
So the resolution was that I'm keeping her this weekend and she'll get her back on Monday. Okay. And then after that, they made her leave. You can see here. So the resolution. This takes so much energy away from just life, right? And I don't want to be doing this. This is embarrassing I don't want to be someone who has drama on the internet, right? As you guys know, she continuously talks about me, continuously says bad things about me, but the type of dad I am and all of these things. And this is a great example of exactly how she just lies. And I'm just tired of the lying. I'm tired of her just saying whatever. And it comes to a point where goddamn, I just can't not say anything. And in this situation, it's affecting more than just me. It's affecting my new relationship, right? It's affecting Sophia. It's affecting my kids. And this scary situation that was just super over the top was the final straw where I'm God damn, I have to say something. Because again, you have people who don't know the story because I never speak on anything that she says with these crazy ass things that she says. I just let it blow by, just go on about my day, go on about the regular stuff that I post. But you have people that are going to believe whatever she says, and people take me not responding as in I might have done whatever she had said, but that's never true. I am not this person that she thinks that I am, that she tries to say that I am, and I'm just so tired of the lies, like I said, of these made up, twisted stories that she goes on and she makes her little content out of it and just talks about it. It's god damn, bro. I just want to live. I just want to live and be as you know, for the people in my community, you guys know how far I've came and grown and how I am in my new relationship and a father of 2 and it's just this is just has to end, bro. This has to end. I don't want to be on the internet talking about shit like this. I really do not. I just do not. And again, this is not bashing her. It's not saying anything. I just want to clear what was said and what the idea that was given in the video that she had taken to the internet already. So now I'm forced to sit here in front of you and do all this. This is embarrassing. My family sees this. My family and friends see what I have going on. It's it's not normal to have this just on the internet. Sorry, it's got all bright. And be doing all this. I'm in San Diego on vacation with my family, and I have to come here, sit in the backyard because I don't want any of the kids or anyone to hear me and talk about this, give my spiel just so I can clear my name. No one wants to do that. No one wants to be doing this. And I pray that I never have to do this again. Yeah, I'm just tired of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I love you guys, again, by what all the things I just said right now. But for the people who don't know me, who don't support